6, New Orleans Saints.
Just about time to rock as Toe gets ready to meet leather. And we are underway from the Superdome. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a former Pro Bowl quarterback out of the University of Georgia, Matthew Stafford.
And Matthew Stafford was taken first overall in the 2009 draft, and he certainly played like a top pick. Throughout his career, he's been one of the most prolific passers in the league, and there's no reason to believe he's going to slow down his production anytime soon. Not only that, he's also one of the tougher quarterbacks in the league as well.
I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
That's good.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here's second and 10. Another run for Gibbs here. And good running, going to get this down close to a first at the Saints' 18-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
And he will have the Bears first down, at least at first glance, as they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
There may be a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Stafford. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Nico Collins, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Well, they spoke about the importance of getting off to a good start, and they're on their first drive, Charles, into the end zone for the touchdown.
And what an advantage for them. They're already clicking one drive in, didn't need to wait to get up to full speed. We had heard about the extra time they put in with each other, trying to learn each other's skills, what they like, the whole deal, and it paid off early in this one. I would expect them to keep firing on the next drive and keep that connection going.
Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears.
The score, Bears 7.
So that drive goes 8 plays. And it was Nico Collins who finished it off with a touchdown reception. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So here come the Saints now for their first drive. Leading them out is their 6'2 quarterback who was a 4th-round pick back in 2012, Kirk Cousins.
And one nice thing you can always say about Kirk Cousins is that he's consistent. Always puts up nice numbers each and every year. If there is a downside to his game, it's been the lack of playoff success. All in all, though, a formidable starting quarterback at a time in the league where it's tough to find your franchise guy.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
On play action, Cousins. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
And that's the knowledge he gained from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Cousins. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
So on 4th down, Kai Kroger on to punt for New Orleans. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bears take over. Back to throw, Stafford. That's complete. It's Collins. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
It's a gain of 9.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. As they've got it as we resume action. Going back to Gibbs on 1st down. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 14 yards in the Chicago 1st down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Throw right side, taken in by Collins. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at their 49-yard line.
Now a play fake, and it's Stafford. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Derek Brown, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get, because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
Still needing 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down.
Throwing is Stafford. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 41-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Out of the gun, Stafford.
There's a short one caught by Loveland.
Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. Now back to the ground. Here's Gibbs.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Well, you know they had a 3rd down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
To throw is Stafford. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin.
Complete to Terry McLaurin. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 23-yard line.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
Stafford now to throw.
And yet again, it's McLaurin.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
How about a nod to the sequence of plays they're putting together here? This has been death by 1,000 paper cuts on this drive. But this is one of their best plays yet, and they're able to move it down into the red zone.
And right side, they're going to go option here. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half.
They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10.
From the gun, here's Stafford.
He gets this out wide to Gibbs.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown.
Jahmyr Gibbs.
A 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Bears will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Well, this has been a flawless start for them. They score, they get the stop, and they score again, Charles.
Complimentary football at its finest. You just mentioned how they got it done. They scored. The defense got the ball back for them. They score again. That's the way you win ball games.
Now the point after try for Santos. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Bears.
That one in the books as a 12-play drive.
And Jahmyr Gibbs finished it all off with a touchdown grab.
Now after the touchdown here, Santos to kick this one away.
He takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. The Saints offense going to head out now late in this first half. They're certainly in need of some kind of points here before the end of the half. A field goal or something, being shut out right now. They could really use some momentum before they head into halftime. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
2 yards to go, second down.
Now Cousins.
He'll drop this down to Williams.
Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Cousins. He finds Douglas complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Out of bounds at the 46-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6.
Cousins now. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. To throw is Cousins.
Throw right side here going to be incomplete.
The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together.
Boy, shifts past him. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter.
They'll go again with Gibbs. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. So halftime straight ahead. It is time to join our good friend Scott Hansen. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the 3rd quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Scott, thank you very much. We are ready to get started here with the 2nd half.
A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this 2nd half.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. Well, the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense has thrown at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
It's a gain of
Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
First down.
This is what they're going to need more of. It's the third quarter. You're trailing. You've got to come out with a renewed sense of purpose, and that's a nice way to kick off the drive with good yardage and a first down.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. That's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Now Cousins. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides, and there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Glad to be in the great city of New Orleans, rolling along here in the third quarter, second and 10. Throwing, Cousins. That's complete. It's Jalen Pope. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a third and 3.
Brings up third and 3.
Here's Cousins. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. This could possibly be a push-off. So since that last play got nothing, they'll go ahead and decline the penalty, and that forces a fourth down situation. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away.
The Bears take over.
So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. Looking to put a drive together. Stafford throwing quickly, complete out wide. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up second down. A few moving pieces on that play because that was an RPO, was it not?
It was, but one important piece that didn't move incorrectly, the offensive line. Because when you're running this play, as he continued down the line of scrimmage, sometimes the lineman can wander downfield. And if you're more than a yard downfield, it's illegal to throw the football at that point. But they held their ground, held their spot, and turned it into a nice game.
They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down. This now a 3rd and 4. Here's Stafford. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have the Bears first down as he'll be marked out a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there on second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. Play action. Stafford. And that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now it's Stafford.
That is caught. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Touchdown, Chicago! Terry McLaurin, 65 yards. And the Bears take a 3-touchdown lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, as one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Santos now to add the PAT. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Bears
that time a 6-play drive.
Saints, nothing.
And it's finished off by a Terry McLaurin touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
2nd and 7.
Throwing is Cousins.
And again, back to Komet.
10 yards, good for the Saints, 1st down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Back now here live in New Orleans. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. To throw, Cousins.
That's caught, Puka Nacua.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your #1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down.
2nd and a couple.
They'll throw again. Cousins. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack.
Andrew Billings busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Well, he was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
The Saints on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, here's Cousins. Under pressure, they got him again.
Andrew Billings drops him again for the 2nd straight play, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, obviously the pass rush gets the glory and the statistics on this play, but the coverage, they deserve a ton of credit too. Denied open windows, Erased the quarterback's targets one by one. Everywhere he looked, someone was covered. Only a matter of time before someone got there to bring him down.
That's to his running back, complete. And he is going to be out of bounds a mile away from that yellow line, and that will become a turnover on downs. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
Gibbs straight ahead. And not much running room. Down to the 32.
He's tackled at
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
That's caught. The tight end Loveland with it. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. And that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block.
Brock Bowers, 27 yards. And the Bears have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th.
On that 3rd down call, the goal was to get the ball to their tight end and pick up a 1st down, but he wasn't satisfied with just that. They got the 1st down. That was the gravy. He decided to take in the whole meal and rumbled in for a touchdown.
Now the point after try for Santos. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
Bears 28.
Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And the end result is a Bears touchdown.
Cairo Santos.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And able to get this out to the 25. Now we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
That's good for us.
Defensively, with this lead in the 4th quarter, I guess you can allow a run of that magnitude.
You're right about that, but really the focus has got to be, don't fall in love with the idea that you're getting big runs now. You're right. They're actually being allowed. They've got to think really hard about getting some chunk plays through the air, too.
Cousins. Pass complete there to Nakua. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
Cousins to throw it. Over the middle, complete. That's Williams. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 45-yard line.
And the Saints
Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. I don't know how well our microphones are picking it up for those of you at home, but Charles, you and I can hear it. A lot of groans right now coming from this crowd.
I don't know if we're picking up what's happening in the stadium or from the people who are supporting this team at home, because it's coming through loud and clear to you and me. This offense, they've been stuck in neutral much of the game, and on that last play, they actually went in reverse. I think this crowd would have liked neutral, don't you?
Yeah, neutral would have strongly been preferred. They'll take anything positive at this point. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
No, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. Till next time, we say so long from the Bayou.
A look there at M&T Bank Stadium, just off the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Straight ahead, a good one in store this afternoon. It's the Minnesota Vikings and the Baltimore Ravens.
Please welcome your 2026.
So it is a win for our visitors, the Vikings. They knew this would be a dogfight away from home, and they were right. But they come away with a hard-fought victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.
With the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you get a look inside Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Seattle Seahawks.
Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, kickoff moments away. Quickly, what are you watching in this one?
The offensive line for both teams, because both teams have a terrific pass rush. They've got to keep their passers upright.
And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Seahawks here as we say so long from Seattle.